I hadn't seen it all, but I've seen a lot of it.
Yeah. Tracy Lawrence here. And you've got some new music coming out? Are you working with this acoustic album I read about?
No, we're finishing up with the acoustic. I've got a new full production album coming out. So it's the first studio album that I've had in about 5 years. The album is scheduled right now. I think we're looking at the first part of August for the drop of the album. Going for ads with the first single March the 18th called Stop, Drop, and Roll. Already been working at the secondary radio, so we've got a little traction out there right now. So we're going to mainstream radio in March.
Tell me about Stop, Drop, and Roll. Where did that come from?
From my old buddy Casey Beathard that actually wrote Find Out Who Your Friends Are. So it's a love song, just sassy, up-tempo, fun, a lot of energy, just kind of a romantic thing. A little bit edgy, very contemporary for the format that's out right now. A lot of the feedback we're getting from radio is real positive. It looks like it's going to fit in the format real well.
Now, you've been doing this a while. Social media has cranked up somewhere in between the last few years. How has that been? Because I know your fans are hardcore fans.
Yeah, social media has been great for me. We actually hired a company last year to come in and help us restructure and get a better grasp of how to approach it. So it's had a huge impact on me. I've really seen my attendance, my hard ticket sales increase. I've seen my merchandise numbers increase, and we're actively working it. They're really helping us know, the structure and when my fan base is tuning into Facebook in the evenings, and we're on a regular rotation of releasing things on at certain times every day, so they're getting a steady diet of updated news and old video clips and all those things. So we're really massaging that thing and learning to use the tool that's available for us.
I guess it allows you to have a direct connection with fans.
Absolutely. And I enjoy tweeting from time to time. I don't do it all the time, but like I'm sitting watching the Daytona 500, I tweeted, congratulations out to Danica for a great day. And so there's things that go on that I'm personally engaged in. And obviously we used it a lot for updated information and contests and all those things too. But I'm not one of those guys that's walking around tweeting stuff 24/7. I'm not engaged like that.
Do you consider yourself tech savvy at this point?
Oh yeah. I mean, what a lot of people don't realize is that I've always tried to be on the forefront of things. Back in the early 90s, I did my time travel series of videos. I was the first artist in any format of music to put the website on the bottom of their videos. I mean, I was the first one to do that, driving traffic to my website in the early 90s. So I've always looked at it as a great tool, and we're just learning to use it more and more. I think one of the biggest things that it's led to is a better ability to get product out to our fans with digital download and physical distribution. I mean, it's streamlined things a whole lot, and given small labels and guys at this stage of the career like me an opportunity to be able to have legitimate record sales and things out there without having the big machine of the record label behind us.
It's a new era with all this stuff. Speaking of tech, a smartphone?
Yes.
Are you a user, and do you have a favorite go-to app these days?
It kind of changes. I'm an iPhone guy. I live in the Mac world, so everything that I've got integrates together. I've got everything set up where I can pull my daily calendar up on my MacBook, or it goes to my iPhone or my iPad. Keeps me in touch with the office. And of course I like playing a lot of the games. My wife got me hooked on this thing called 4 Picks 1 Word that I'm sitting around messing with all the time.
So I need to try that one.
Yeah, it's pretty addictive. I catch myself watching TV and playing this stupid game all the time. So and you do those things and burn out on them and move to something else.
It's been, I just read, 20 years since Alibis?
Yeah, since it released, I think January of 2012, the end of January was the 20th anniversary of Sticks and Stones going #1. So back in the day, back then we used to get 4 singles a year, so that would make it about right for Alibis to be peaking out right about now. I think that's correct.
It's a nice milestone.
Yeah, it is.
So many fantastic songs in your catalog. Is there one that you say, that's my favorite one?
It's my baby. there's several of them for different reasons, but right now I've really been enjoying I See It Now again. It was a big record. I love singing it every night. I mean, I just love the melody of it. It's got some really fun vocal licks to do, and I still like singing a lot of those old songs, but I See It Now is one of my favorites. And I gravitate back and forth. There's times I go through a period where I'm digging Time Marches On more, and Paint Me a Birmingham, it wasn't one of the songs in my catalog that went #1, but you talk about an impact record. That song is as big, if not bigger, than anything I've ever had.
Being in radio, I remember just.
Yeah, it was.
That's the thing with those songs. You've had so many that really connect.
I've been very blessed. A lot of those songs, man, as I talk to radio friends around the country, they're still power played in their gold catalog. I mean, I still got a lot of airplay around the country.
They're not, for lack of a better term, they're not just hits that come and go.
They stand the test of time, and I feel very blessed with that. But I've always done my own song selection, my own A&R stuff, preparing for an album, and I really am very critical of the material that I've put on my records over the years.
Good stuff. Next up, Stop, Drop, and Roll.
Stop, Drop, and Roll, single. Like I said, we're going for ads March 18th. Already got quite a few stations on the books. Early reactions from secondary radios. We've got a bona fide hit on our hands. We can just keep the momentum going. Album is called Headlights, Taillights, and Radios, and we expect it to be in stores first part of August.
It's at tracylawrence.com too. I saw that. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you. Good to see you. Appreciate you.
Awesome.